Hello everybody, DJ Vic Vapor with you. We've got another Ableton Live advanced tips course. This time we're going to be working with the simpler. So I've got an advanced simpler sampler tips. Try to say that fast 3 or 4 times. Crazy, right? Anyhow, let's get started. It's going to be a really cool course, a lot of advanced tips and techniques and things you can put to use in your productions. So I've got a little basic street beat loop here inside of Simpler already opened up, ready to go, and I've got a MIDI clip right here, 1 bar long, and let's give you a listen to hear what it sounds like right now. So you kind of get the idea. Pretty cool. What I'm going to do first of all is just make this 2 bars long instead of 1. So let me do that first. I'll duplicate loop, get rid of this second note, and then I'll make this first one legato, which will put it throughout the whole entire length there. So let me go back now. Yeah, a little bit better. Gives us a little bit more range on that. All right, so one of the things we want to look at in this lesson or this tutorial is I want to be able to change the pitch of the performance or the loop over the course of those 2 bars that we've just set up. And one of the ways we can do that is we've got these 2 tabs here, sample and controls. So we want to go over to our controls, and now we've got a full range of options to work with over here. We've got a filter, LFO, and then we've got our ADSR, for lack of a better term. But anyhow, we've got controls here. So let's take a look at how we can manipulate the pitch over the length of that 2-bar loop. So I want to select the pitch here. Currently it's off. So when I select the pitch, it's going to give us this menu over here: attack, decay, sustain, and release. So if we want to work with the pitch over the course of those 2 bars, the first thing we're going to have to identify is the pitch amount, because it's not going to do anything no matter how I set these if I don't have it designated as an overall amount to work with. So I'm going to double click and type in 12. We're just going to do 12 semitones, or 1 octave, however you want to count it. So from there, what we want to do is look at, well, let's see what we've got actually. Let's see if it's changed the sound for us at all. You can hear it has, but it's not sustaining. So one of the ways we want to help it is we want to go ahead and move the attack forward. I'm going to be a little aggressive so that you can get an idea what we're dealing with here. Go into like 3 or 4 seconds. So you can see now it's created a curve at the front of the envelope. So the attack is going to come in real slow now. Let's hear what we've got by adjusting that. So you hear how that attacks come in real slow and the pitch is raised, and then when it gets to the end of the 2 bars, it resets and goes back. And a large part of that is the decay is going to, well, first of all, the attack is how quickly the sound rises up to our goal, which is the raise of the pitch 1 octave, and then it's immediately going to drop down and follow what's called the decay line, essentially right here. So if we've got the decay, say, set way down here, actually, that's going to be our sustain, our attack, decay, and then I grab the sustain. So when we bring that way down, you're going to hear a little bit of a different setting there. Let's take a listen to that. It kind of holds it a little bit higher for us. So let's bring, let me see how another way we can look at this. So I want to bring that back up. to around 600 or so. Sustain, let's go with, say, that actually is referring to how long we hold the note down. If we're playing one note, how long are we going to hold it? So let's hear what we've got if we set that up like that. And again, you can kind of hear what's going on there. I'm going to bring this down to 100 to give it a little bit more drastic move. And let's move the decay way up. These are extreme examples just for the tutorial, of course. So you can kind of hear that slow attack to the pitch rising, and then that quick drop off way down, like it's almost doing like a tape stop kind of a sound, or a vinyl record slowing down, and then it's jumping back up for a release. So that's one of the ways to use the pitch envelope to help the pitch change over a course of time. Let's move on to the next tutorial, and let's take a look at working with our LFO.